Am I live? Yes, I am. Hello, hello. I don't know where you're tuning in, dear audience. My name is Gwen, and I have here today with me is Angelica as well as Felicia. These are two hardworking mummies. They are from Malaysia. Okay, I'm from Singapore, and I will be interviewing these two ladies, right? And let's just recap on what we shared last week. A quick intro about ourselves. Why don't we have Felicia to start first? A quick intro.
Hello, everyone. Good day to you, wherever you are watching us from. I'm Felicia from Malaysia, and I'm a wife, a mother of two young adults, and one is in college still. Um, in year 2023, end of year 2023, I came to know about this digital business from an ad that I saw. So I think that's about it, a short one.
Mm, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That goes to show how leveraging on social media is such a useful tool. It brings our presence out to the public so that they see us. And then that is also how all our audience discover us today. So thank you for joining us here. We are live streaming from Singapore and both Malaysia, right? So next, can we have Angelica to briefly share about yourself as well?
Sure. Okay, good evening, everyone. So, my name is Angelica and I'm based in Malaysia. I am a mother of two, single mother of two. And I joined this business because, I think we need to plan ahead in advance
Mm,
with regards to financial independence. As we grow older, we might not be employable in the very near future, and this business will give us that opportunity to continue and to grow our so-called financials, right? And
mm.
just give us that opportunity to continue to work lah, basically, right? But at our own terms and at our own time.
Yes, yes, you're
Yep.
so right. Thank you, Angelica. And for myself, briefly, I will just share with you again. Name is Quen. I'm a former airline crew turned educator. Due to a work accident, I was left redundant, and then I had to create a future for myself because I am also like Angelica, a solo parenting mom. But when you are faith driven, nothing puts you down because like last week what we shared is when mountain is in front of you, we command the mountain to move out of our way and then we will go through it, right? We are strong
Correct.
women and then we know what we want for ourselves and our family, and we always give our best to go towards that direction lah, right? So
Yes.
okay,
Correct.
fantastic. Yeah, so today I'll be touching on this topic, and let's just put it like all of us share the insight, okay? Let's just bring that up. That is the importance of interactive training as foundation in digital business. Now, a lot of us have this dream that we want to be our own boss. We want to have a business. It sounds really grand, it's like, oh, it's a grand idea. I'm a boss, I get to run my own business and stuff like that. But, behind all of this glamour, right, a lot of work is involved. Now, I like to let Felicia start with a bit of her insight on this. What does it really involve? Felicia?
Yeah, importance of our trainings. I
Mm,
think initially, as in the beginning, I know nothing about it. But when once I saw the few videos that is open up for me to take a look before I go for booking on the pre-coaching video, I find that it's very informative, and
mm,
you get to decide before you just go in, just move in, but you get to
mm,
watch some pre-coaching videos. And after having to really join the business officially as a business owner, and the more the tabs that is coming in, opening up for us in the training side, I find it wow, it's so systematic, And then
Mm,
after you have done one, you can even to replay, you can pause it. Sometimes you
mm,
didn't catch or what, you can still pause and replay, and you jot down note. And after we finish a certain course, then they will automatically bring you to the uh, next step of the course that where you needed for you to set up the business. So it's all very orderly and step by step. So you are not
mm.
lost lah, basically. So
Yeah. Right.
I
And
find that
Angelica,
very
what,
helpful. Yeah, carry on.
Angelica?
So for me, I think it's very similar to Felicia, right? The training is actually the most important part of it. And I
Mm,
actually really enjoyed the training and I learned quite a lot from the training. But at the
mm,
same time, I think having that community and communicating with the people around us, right, gives you added information as well, right? And it's actually quite educational, right? It's very
mm.
educational in the sense that things are always moving, right? Being online,
Yes.
social media is always evolving, right? So besides that training and then learning from people who are more experienced or who has
Oh,
been in
yes.
this line for a longer period of time, right? I think
Mm,
really helps, right? Really, really helps. And what you learn then and what people are talking about, somewhat it just, your light bulb will just ding ding, oh, okay, I learned about that, right?
yeah.
Right. And then you put into practice, right? And then you put in
Right.
which is very important, right? You put into practice
Mm,
because if you don't put in practice, then nothing will materializes, right? And that
correct.
helps. And sometimes whatever you read or learn from the trainings
Mm,
might not hit you until someone says something, right? Um,
mm,
and then it links to it, right? And then it gives you that information, and then it makes it even more interesting than just reading
yes.
the trainings, right? So
Absolutely.
talking to
Yeah.
people, attending some of the additional trainings, right, that we have, and the meetings that is being scheduled for us, right? And when we have time, we go into it, and we learn more about whatever that topic is. I think that really really helps. It's really encouraging, so it's a never a boring moment, basically.
Yeah. If I can just also chip in here that what I really find interesting, not just simply interesting, okay, I'm just gonna touch and go on a topic where I have done brick and mortar business before, and then I realized when I was in that situation running a business on my own, and then there was a lot of funds that went into growing that business, and I realized not just the kind of attention and focus we need to grow our own business when it's brick and mortar. And I felt it was a huge struggle trying to figure out the marketing part, trying to figure out the overhead costs, trying to figure out how do I do the product, the arrangement, the display, and everything. What is fantastic is about our training side right now, right? Our founders is still involved with every single one of the masterclass that we attend, and he does it, both of them actually does it every week. They turn up every week consistently, and these people are already like they're really successful people. And I like it that our training side is all based on the experience that these two person, including subsequent leaders that follow, what they have done, like a proven track record, and then replicate their success story. So this training site is not just something we pull off the computer, not something we pull off from any platform of some random video we see online. It is actually the real life experience shared. It's not just all the good parts, also the mistakes that they learn. So these are very valuable and priceless learning that we can adopt
Yep.
from all those people who's gone before us. I seriously tell you, this is truly a steal. What we have, just like how
Right.
you shared, yeah, Angelica. Because you said that a lot of all this training, but and then to put it into practical. A lot of things when we attend courses outside, yeah, okay, they tell you chapter one, chapter two, that is all you learn. Okay, go back and practice on your own. And then when you actually apply what you learn in lessons, and then you have this dialing going on your head. Did the instructor said this or did the instructor said that? And then you cannot remember and you don't know who to contact, right? But
Correct.
then
Correct.
in our platform is so amazing, like straight away, call. Straight away, WhatsApp, you know something or not, this one, how. Not only do we
Yes.
have awesome training site, it's self-directed, self-paced, it's fully interactive. I don't know about Malaysia, lah, huh? In Singapore, right, our education system about 3 years back, the worldwide event, everything switched to home-based learning. So
Yep.
that was my first taste of interactive training. I know during my cabin crew days also, I have got interactive training where we don't
Mm,
actually have to see the instructor. It's basically just staring at the computer, but it's not as good as what we have now. The foundation is so good. You actually talk to person live, like, I'm talking to you right now, live streaming. I can ask my
mm,
questions. So that is how amazing it is. I know
yep.
I go rambling on.
But it is true, and I think it's just an amazing platform that we have, and I think
Mm,
it's worth it's very educational. I think it's worth doing it.
the big secret is it's only a fraction of the cost you take outside. Outside costs a lot more there. This is only a fraction of.
Correct,
Well,
correct.
it looks like we don't have any questions for us yet. So, audience, never mind. If you happen to think of any questions that you like answers to, you can still drop us a message in our comments. One of us will reply to you and answer and give you your question. I will give you your answer that you're looking for. Okay. So, if you're interested to start a digital business like what we are doing right now, you can always reach out to us and ask have your answers okay. So before we've already covered two topics, right? So I'm going to words of advice here. So I will have both of the ladies to share a little bit. So what advice would you give let's call them the newbies when they want to start this digital business without any clue. What is digital business? Can I do it or not? What does it involve? So what's the word you will tell them? A lot of them are like, they don't know anything. They get scared. Oh, but no, maybe not for me. What do you tell them? Felicia?
Oh, yeah. Before a person would begin the business, I think the most important part is that you need to uh, reflect on it because sometimes we don't too fast jump into conclusion. So, but if you
Mm,
are looking
yes.
at our page, what we post, all the value, insights, informations that we are giving you, and if you still find that it is not clear, uh, the only first step that can start is starting from you yourself. So you just
Mm,
have to register on any one of our website, leaving your name and your address, and straight you are able to access to the webinar. Your first step will be just to watch the webinar itself and then jot
mm,
down if you still have any question that is still blur, what is this business is still talking about. Sometimes because we come from the mind that is a background as an employee or uh, not so much that where we can absorb and we are still not clear. No, it's always
mm,
you can reach out to any one of us and then we will help you out. But the most important thing is you got to know why you want to do a business, why you want to start this business. Many of us we have shared before. People like us, like me myself, why I come into this business was because I was so stuck in a long run, long hours, uh, like a rat race, people call, and in a 30 years working in a bank. So I don't know how many of us feel the same way. How is it the constraint of every day you go back to the same place and you are just people who keep on solving tasks, you know, uh, meeting a lot of people, making decisions, and every day you've been signing a lot of things. We sign. We are not just simply a signature. We must be a mind that is full of clarity, and you cannot be blur blur or halfway sleeping mood, that kind of thing, you see. But over
Ah,
because of that, I am longing for more freedom and flexibility, because I used to encounter in a way that uh, whenever we want to apply leave, or sometimes even when we fall sick, I having a hard time of, even though I sick, I would rather go to work rather than if I leave my work. When I on
mm,
MC, I come back. That's another catching up that is even more headaches for me. So
mm,
even if we take a week holiday, maybe if we go somewhere far, come back, I have to catch up back with my job, my work, my scope, and everything. So people look at us who are working in an office is so simple. It's so simple, but not many of us know what is behind the scene and how do
mm,
we went through the struggle that we have. Well, of course, in life, there's nothing is easy, so we have to work it out and put in our effort. But this business is the most important catch here is that we are trying to share this opportunity to everyone who is listening out there,
mm.
to see this opportunity, whether it is for you also, whether it fits for you or not. So the only person who can say yes to start or not, or whether it's still fearful or curious, it is you yourself. So you got to explore and check it out by yourself, whether what we are telling you is the truth or not. So otherwise, it
Yes.
will always remain unknown to you. So I
Mm.
think that will be my advice for everyone.
I agree with you completely, Felicia, and to audience. Sometimes we really need to ask ourselves what is stopping us from taking that step. Right? It's usually fear. Where does fear comes from? Fear comes from not knowing what is out there. So to overcome that is to know, find out about it. That will be the right approach, right? When you know, then you're able to make the right decision. When you make the decision, you must give yourself the options as well. Do I go on with it or do I not? Never feel pressure, like a pressure into, out of fear, I have to do it. No, you don't have to do it. You have to want to do it because you see a future in doing it, right? Yeah. So that's what I want to share today. So okay, we are already 17 minutes, so we try to finish it by 20 minutes. So Angelica, do you like to add on a little bit more? Your word of
Sure.
advice, maybe?
Okay. Well, technology, right? Technology is actually a big word, and I think a lot of people at our age we are afraid of the word technology, right? And
Mm,
that's where also fear comes in, right? Because it is for some people an um, unknown area, right? Or a different world altogether, right?
mm,
But by overcoming that fear is to learn more about technology rather than going away from technology. And we
correct.
cannot we cannot stop technology from moving forward. That's how it's going to
Mm,
be in the near future. So we need
yes.
to embrace technology, right? And to embrace technology, then you need to take the step to
Mm,
learn, right? And the best way to do that is actually really to join this business because, as we all mentioned earlier, right, there's a lot of trainings on it, on how to use, how to do this and do that in terms of being online in the online social media, right? And as well as, of course, then we have the community as well to help you, right? To help all of us. So the combination of both of these will be able to combat the fear that we have
mm,
towards technology. So once you understand the do's and the don'ts, just like anything else, then you will
correct.
not have that fear.
Yes, well said, Angelica. You are so right. And then I want to recap on last week also. We mentioned about SEAM, the word scam. A lot of people say, oh yeah, this one scam, don't want to know. That's not the way to approach it. Lah. Okay, we never let scam stop us from making the right decision for ourselves. Scam is gonna be there. You can't get rid of it. It's gonna be there everywhere. You like it or not, it will still continue to pop up. How do you combat it? How do you fight against it? Is to know how to identify what they are. But for sure,
Correct.
three of us here, we are real people. We are not SCAM because you can see us and you come to our Facebook, you see what we do daily. and then our family life. So we are real people. If you want to find out whether we are real, when you decide to find out more, I'm sure each of us, whoever that you choose to learn from, maybe we'll do a video call. You see us for real, huh? We talk to you in the phone, okay? Just like how Felicia had her call, from real
Yeah.
person, her mentor. Wow, very shocked. 没有想到, wow, very scary. And then say, not so scary after all. She's real, you know. Okay, so yeah, so that will finish us up on today's topic. And as you can see, Felicia's website, her website is feliciajacob.info. Reach out to her if you're in Malaysia, you feel comfortable. Maybe you are also in the banking line right now. Work is overloading, and then you feel like no life. You want to learn more about the business, by all means, reach out to Felicia and then Angelica. She's a wonderful mom, gung ho, happy go lucky, and then she's so into this business with her kids. If you are also the fun loving mom who likes to do things together with your kids, yeah, I think she's the right person for you. Yeah. So if you're in Singapore, you feel comfortable, maybe you're an ex-cabin crew, a full-time mom, looking for ways to make the extra stream, you can reach out to me. All of our not email, our lenders, our website is right here, shown right here. Okay, reach out to us anytime. And last announcement is next Friday will be our third session for the month of April. And we will have another new topic. Okay, so we'll catch you live again next week, Friday, same time at 5 and 5. Okay. Meantime, shower blessing. Take care,
Bye.
everybody. Bye.